All right, welcome back to another yoga practice with me, Yogi Parks. Today's practice is going to be a restorative practice, and I've actually decided, because I was kind of beating myself up for doing restorative practice after restorative practice, and I realized right before recording this class that, you know what, just fully lean into it. Doing these restorative yin practices is something I think I'm needing in my own personal life for things that I've been up to and facing, and twists and turns and challenges that I've been facing, and life lessons that are repeatedly presenting themselves to me. It's no coincidence that even myself in my own life, I think I'm needing this restorative yin moment with you guys. So I realized, you know what, miracles are shifts in perceptions. Instead of beating myself up for constantly doing these restorative practices with you guys, fully just lean into it. We're going to have a whole entire restorative chapter. I think also with everything I just said, restorative practices are also so good. Like when you have moments like I just described where you're facing twists and turns, challenges, life lessons, and you need to turn around. Like my guru has taught me, like one of the most important lessons that Swami Satchidananda has taught me is turn around. There are moments when you have to turn around, go back to your source, return back to the Father, as he says. Just symbolic word. And restorative practices are such a great physical way to do that. So on that note, we're starting a whole restorative yin journey. Let's start this journey now, and let's make our way into bridge pose. So let's go ahead and join me. Let me just fix my little shorts. Join me on your backs for bridge pose. So, coming into bridge pose, I want you to bring your feet in close enough where your fingertips are just grazing the back of your heels. Make sure that your feet and your knees are hip width apart. You're going to have your arms directly at your sides with your palms facing down. And make sure your shoulders are plugged into your shoulder sockets. And I want you to have a little bit of space between the back of your neck and your yoga mat. Potentially you should be able to slide your fingers underneath your neck comfortably. Like slide your fingers underneath your neck, between your neck and your mat. Once we're there, make sure again you have your arms directly at your sides, palms facing down, spread your fingertips wide. Before we come up on our shoulders, last little reminder, once we're up, even now, keep your head center. Most important thing for bridge pose, one of the most important things is keep the head center, because the shoulders and the neck become vulnerable in this posture. Keep your neck center. Let's go ahead, let's come into the first round. So it's on an inhale, push the feet into the mat, engage your core, and let's slowly lift the hips up. And again, this is where it's especially important to have that, to keep your head center. And let's breathe here. Feet pressing into the mat. Feet pressing into the yoga mat. Calves engage, quads engage. Your glutes are engaged. We are definitely powering up to the glutes, but I really want this to come more from your quads and your core strength, especially your core, for this back bend, little gentle heart opener. And let's breathe. So body still, breath flowing. Either eyes locked at one fixed point, or go ahead, close your eyes. Make sure the knees stay hip width apart. Let's take a couple more breaths. And then on an exhale, slowly ground your hips back down and keep your arms where if you want to bring your arms out a little out to the side for this, that's totally fine. And we're just going to let the knees go like windshield wipers, side to side for a moment. Just kind of nice little gentle loving for the lower back. And keep your eyes closed here as we breathe. And then slowly go ahead, bring your knees back to neutral. Let's set back up for one more round of this gentle bridge. So bring your arms and your hands back to your sides. Get set up. Again, make sure you've got that space between the back of your neck and the mat. Keep your head center. And on an inhale, let's go ahead and lift the hips up. Breathe here. Feet pressed down. I should say this. Feet pressed down and your arms and your hands, the palms of your hands, all pressing down into the mat. Like pressing down as your core and your hips go up. Let's breathe here. You're gonna hold here. Keep your body still. Keep your breath flowing. Keep your eyes closed. Last couple of breaths. And then let's go ahead on an exhale. Ground your hips back down. We're going to take a spinal twist here. So let's go ahead. When you're ready, extend your left leg forward. Go ahead and hug your right knee into your side. You'll bring your right knee right on top of your right shoulder. Let's give that just a couple of breaths. A little bit of a stretch as well. And then when you're ready for this supine spinal twist, watch my left hip. I'm going to scooch my left hip over towards the right, and then I bring my right knee over. That way your hips stay stacked on top of each other as you bring that right knee over to the left. You can go ahead and take your right arm out to the side straight, or I'm taking to a cactus position just because I'm a little too close to the wall, and turn and look over your right shoulder. And let's just take this nice, easy, gentle supine twist. You'll notice since we're not that warmed up, you'll notice I'm not taking it that deeply. I'm not bringing my right knee down all the way to the left side. Like, I'm not bringing my right knee down to the ground. It's just gentle. We're taking a gentle little twist after that bridge pose. And then let's go ahead on an inhale. We'll bring the right knee back, scoot your left hip back over. Let's switch up the leg. So go ahead, straighten out your right leg, and let's bring your left knee in towards the chest. Again, get your left knee right on top of your left shoulder, and let's just hug that knee in for a moment. Let's get a nice deep stretch. Breathe. And then when you're ready for the twist, again, watch my right hip. I'm going to scooch my right hip so my left hip comes directly on top of the right. So that we still have the hips stacked on top of each other. And then extend your left arm out. Turn and look over your left shoulder. And again, I'm not bringing my left knee all the way down into the ground on the right side. I'm just letting my knee gently come over, not putting a lot of pressure. Just an easy, gentle twist. Sorry, I've had some allergies as the weather's been like the temperature in Los Angeles has been a little up and down. It's been like cold, hot, cold. It's 80 degrees today in December, so my allergies are a little bothersome today. So excuse, I kind of feel like I need to maybe barely blow my nose a little bit, so I'm sounding a little nasally. Let's go ahead and bring the left knee back in, scoot your right hip back over, and we'll bring both knees in towards the chest for a little like self-love hug. And we'll just rock side to side. And let the back of your head follow your back. So let like the back of your head roll as well. It feels really good. And then we're gonna come in, you're gonna rock over to your left side. We're gonna come into a fetal position on your side. Let your left arm come out straight. You can rest your head on top of your left bicep. Bring your right hand in front of your heart. Close your eyes and just hold here in this fetal position for a moment. Body still, breath flowing, eyes closed. All right, then with your right hand, let's slowly prop yourself up. we're gonna come for an easy, gentle forward fold with one shin in front of the other. So go ahead, I'm gonna start with my right shin coming in front of my left for this forward fold. And what is also helpful, once you get one shin in front of the other, and again, let's start with the right leg forward, is to use your hand and go ahead and grab your side buttock flesh and move it out. I'm gonna kind of move my right side buttock flesh out to the side. And I'm gonna kind of move and grab my left side buttocks flesh, move it out. And that way you can ground your sit bones more into your yoga mat for this forward fold. So once we're in the perfect little seat, let's go ahead with our hands shoulder width apart. Let's slowly come fold on top of both of our legs. So again, I've got my hands shoulder width apart, fingertips spread wide. I'm using my hands to shift my weight back and really grounding my tailbone and my sit bones into the yoga mat. And if you want, as we breathe, you can bring your hands more forward and come more deeply into the pose. And we're going to hold here for a good bit in this nice, gentle, restorative yin forward fold. This cooling, grounding posture where you're folded on top of yourself. Keep the body still, keep the breath flowing, close the eyes, and let's really focus not only on keeping the breath flowing, but let's focus on elongating that breath, especially on your exhale. Not only do we release more stress on our exhale, but we also go deeper into the posture with the exhale. So if you do need to do it, if you do a little bit of movement just to go deeper into the pose as we breathe, that's totally fine. So let's hold here for a few more breaths. And gentle reminder, as you go deeper into the posture, you fold more deeply over yourself. Still remember to use your hands to shift your weight back, extending the spine and rooting that tailbone and those sit bones into the yoga mat. So you're still stretching out your spine like Laffy Taffy. Go ahead slowly and let's come back up onto the hands. I'm going to face forward for the next round just so you guys can see this posture from the side. So let's go ahead and switch the legs. So I'm going to bring my left shin in front of my right now. And since I just repositioned, we're all repositioning ourselves, I'm going to again adjust that side buttocks flesh. I'm going to grab that left butt cheek, move it out to the side, grab my right butt cheek, move it out to the side, so my sit bones are more rooted into the yoga mat. And then here we go. So I'll take a nice inhale, lift the chest, and on an exhale, let's fold again on top of our legs. Find stillness with the body. Nice breath flowing, close the eyes. Again, use your hands, shift your weight back, and you're going to see that action as I'm doing it now. As I use my hands, shift my weight back, and I ground my sit bones more into the yoga mat, really elongating and lengthening the spine, creating that space between the vertebrae. Let's just breathe here again. Let's come back to that elongated exhale. Let's release our stress on our exhale. Let's go deeper into the posture on this exhale. Hold here a little bit longer. slowly on an inhale, let's come back up onto the hands. I'm just going to check the time. Perfect. All right, our last posture is going to be one more seated forward fold. We're going to come into diamond shape legs, or what we call butterfly legs, for one more fold. So we're going to bring the bottoms of our feet together, let the knees open up to the sides. Again, it helps to kind of move that side buttocks flesh out. So again, your sit bones are rooted. And we can go ahead, use both hands and grab your feet. Let's on an inhale, lift the heart, and on an exhale, just fold over those legs. And I'm bringing my chest forward as I'm rooting my tailbone down into the mat in this fold, keeping my shoulders away from the ears, my neck nice and long. Crown of the head facing forward so the chin is slightly tucked into your chest. So it should be a nice extension from the crown of your head through your neck, all the way through your spine, down into your tailbone, rooted into the mat. And let's just breathe here until the timer goes off. I've brought my forearms down for a little bit of a deeper deepening in this posture. If you want to come down into your forearms with your hands, forearms, and elbows shoulder width apart, go ahead and do so. Checking in, so making long from the crown of the head through the neck, spine to the sit bone, tailbone, rooted into the mat. Body still, breath flowing. I invite you to close the eyes if they aren't already closed. Slow breath for our last few moments. And there's the timer. We'll actually just go ahead, scratch those last few moments. Let's go ahead and just come up. That was a long hold. We'll use our hands, bring your knees back together, and let's go ahead and come into a cross-legged seated position to close this practice out. I want to thank you guys for joining me for today for this restorative practice. Let's go ahead and bring our hands to a prayer position at the third eye today and close out with Namaste. The light within me honors the light within y'all. I'll see you guys next time.